Rangers shocked everyone last night as they strolled past favourites Fenerbahce in a 3-1 victory away from home, setting up Rangers in a positive position for the home clash. However, after the game, legendary manager Jose Mourinho slammed the Ibrox side for their performance. We will dive into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video. So be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, proud Barry Ferguson revealed Rangers spent less than an hour training for their formation change against Fenerbahce. The Ibrox interim boss changed to a 3 at the back formation for the Europa League tie in Istanbul. And it paid off as goals from Cyril Dessers and Václav Černý saw Rangers claim a 3-1 victory in Turkey. I wouldn't say I outfoxed him. We went away tonight that I thought would get us a result. The boys haven't played it before this season, and we only spent not even an hour on it. They took the information on, they went out there and certainly gave a performance that I have got to be proud of. On the result, he added, I'm proud of the boys because they have come through a lot this season. Certainly, tonight they were excellent, so they deserve a lot of credit. Rangers now take the 3-1 lead back to Glasgow for the second leg next Thursday. Ferguson is well aware of the struggles his side have faced playing at home, but vowed he will have them ready to compete for a spot in the quarter-final. As you know, Ibrox has been a problem, he said. We will enjoy tonight, I will give the boys a couple of days off, that is well earned, and then we will try and fix that problem. I just want to go and enjoy this moment. Then, as I said in the dressing room, we need to be ready for next Thursday. But I will tell you something, I will have them ready. Now, Jose Mourinho has slammed Rangers after their 3-1 win, as Jose Mourinho's post-match interview was more impressive than his Fenerbahce team's performance on the night. After watching his side falter at home against a Rangers team that has become renowned for their efficient displays in Europe, Mourinho didn't hold back in his assessment. While his team struggled to land meaningful blows on the pitch, Mourinho unleashed a series of sharp critiques in his analysis. He warned Rangers to calm down and insisted the tie was not over despite the 3-1 defeat in Istanbul. His own side, he lamented, was bad everywhere, riddled with incredible mistakes throughout the game. Mourinho also acknowledged Rangers' tactical approach, describing them as pragmatic, exactly what he expected from them. He admitted they defended basically well, but accused them of time wasting, pointing out that goalkeeper Jack Butland took 30 seconds every time he had the ball in his hands, and that Rangers seemingly suffered 20 injuries during the match. Yet amidst the frustrations, Mourinho framed the defeat as a good result for Fenerbahce, arguing it could have been much worse. Rangers had 2 goals disallowed after VAR reviews, giving Mourinho a sliver of hope. Had those stood, Fenerbahce's task in the second leg might have been insurmountable. Despite Barry Ferguson's Rangers securing a convincing win with 2 goals from Václav Černý, adding to Cyril Dessers' opener, Mourinho remained defiant. He acknowledged Fenerbahce's poor showing, but made it clear he does not believe the tie is over, not by a long shot. For me, we deserve the punishment of this result, he said. But if someone asks me if it's over, no, I don't think it's over. My only advice to Rangers is don't celebrate too much. There's still a second match to play, and if they celebrate after that, I'll congratulate them. But for now, they should calm down. Mourinho's message was clear. Fenerbahce have work to do, and Rangers shouldn't think the job is done just yet. What do you think of these comments? Let me know down below. In other news, after a brilliant European performance, Barry Ferguson was asked whether victory ranks in his career as both a player and manager. Reflecting on the match, he expressed pride in his team's efforts, noting they gave him everything he had asked for throughout the week. We went a different way from what we're used to playing, he admitted, highlighting that the players absorbed a lot of tactical information in a short time. He praised their adaptability, especially since they implemented every detail covered in training. In discussing the match, he described how Rangers looked like a real attacking threat at times, while defensively they put their bodies on the line. Overall, it was a brilliant result, he said, but quickly reminded everyone that this is only the first leg of the tie. Fenerbahce, he acknowledged, is a top team and one of the favourites to win the competition. He also paid his respects to the manager, a man he called one of the best there's ever been. He emphasized to his players that despite the great performance, they still had a job to finish. Ferguson said they would take a couple of days to rest before returning to work for the crucial second leg next Thursday. We know we've struggled at times at Ibrox this season, he added, but gave his players credit, telling them to enjoy the win before refocusing on the upcoming challenge. Asked whether he was frustrated that the scoreline wasn't bigger, given some narrow offside calls, Ferguson admitted he hadn't reviewed the decisions yet. Rather than dwelling on the missed opportunities, he praised his team's persistence. It's easy to feel sorry for yourself when a couple of goals get disallowed, he said, but the players kept going and stuck to the game plan. He described how they worked on maintaining a solid defensive base while breaking forward at pace, which caused Fenerbahce problems. While another couple of goals would have been ideal, he insisted he was still happy with the 3 goals Rangers scored away from home. If you asked me before the game if I'd take this result, I absolutely would, he admitted. Attention then shifted to the tactical gamble he took by changing the team shape, despite having little time to prepare. The manager acknowledged that it was a risk, but one he was willing to take after studying Fenerbahce extensively. I've watched them 9 or 10 times and thought we had to change the shape, he explained. He consulted with his coaching staff, who weren't entirely sure, but he felt strongly about it and implemented the new system. Rangers began working on it on Tuesday, just days before the match, and he gave his players massive credit for adapting to the change so quickly. It was a big shift for them, something they've never played before, he noted. Despite the success of the formation, he was careful not to get carried away, reminding everyone that this is only half-time in the tie, and they need to deliver a similar performance next week. Ferguson was then asked about Ridvan's future at the club. He expressed hope that Ridvan has a future at Rangers, but his main focus is to secure as many wins as possible until the end of the season. He praised the players' commitment, mentioning how Yilmaz often stays behind after training to work on weaknesses in his game. He led the line superbly tonight, the manager said, expressing his delight for the players' performance. When asked if the back 3 formation was something he might use more often domestically, Ferguson responded that he assesses every opponent carefully and may adjust tactics depending on the situation. We need to be flexible as a team, he explained, admitting that this hasn't always been the case in the past. He placed great trust in his players to adapt, emphasizing that despite the limited time to prepare, they absorbed all the information given to them. Finally, the conversation shifted to how close Rangers were to reaching the last 8. The manager was adamant that the tie was far from over. There's no way that we think we're in the last 8, he insisted. He expressed huge respect for Fenerbahce and their manager, recognizing how dangerous their players can be. It would be foolish to think we're through, he cautioned, reiterating the need to rest, recover, and refocus for next week's second leg. It's going to be a real difficult time for us, he admitted, acknowledging the challenge ahead. But that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Rangers content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.